Okay, this is just a video about what you do when you hit a roadblock in self-improvement. So the idea I want to focus on here with this video is you often get to a point where you think you deserve, let's say you go into the gym quite a lot and you've been going for a long while and you're not getting the results you want. And in that, you kind of feel like you deserve the fruits of your labours, and you're not getting it. And I just think you want to be very careful about when you think that, because basically the answer to that question is you don't deserve it, because if you did deserve it, you'd have it. And that sounds very harsh, but I just think it's a dangerous road to go down when you start thinking like that. And it's very disempowering, because you get that initial thing of like, oh, I'm getting, I deserve this, I just don't have it. But then afterwards, you're just left with a vast space of emptiness and loss of agency in your life, which isn't a good thing, guys. It's not a good thing. So, I had this whole thing about looks maxing and dressing better and sort of sorting my appearance out, right? And it's interesting because when I was before I went through that whole process, I sort of looked back at myself and I thought I looked fucking sick, and I'm not saying I look terrible by any means, but I think I understand why I wasn't getting what I wanted from the world in that scenario. So I think if you're hitting one of these roadblocks, the first thing to do is just to you have to connect with that fact that you are you haven't quite earned it yet, basically. And then if you accept that, then the temptation is to kind of double down. So if that's in the past where I'm learning a language and the technique I'm using to learn it isn't very effective, at that point often I'll double down on what I'm doing. I'll do more hours of the technique, when really what you want to do is you want to think about diversifying your methods. So with me and Latin learning at the moment, I'm learning Latin. I went from just doing full immersion to immersion with a little bit of translation, and I'm seeing results very quickly. And maybe later on down the line I'll find problems with that. Who knows? But or same with like diet, and fitness. I've sort of realised that I'm gonna have to, firstly I wasn't putting on massive gains, so then I thought, okay, I'll start tracking calories, and then I thought I need to work out what foods to eat. So now I'm sort of researching food. So basically, just you want to diversify your methods of solving things, because you could just be missing one little thing, like with my diet. It's just like have a few high calorie smoothies and I'll probably be fine. I won't need to worry. So you just see things that you don't even realise. And yeah, that's kind of my approach. I hope that makes sense. I want to make a video about this for a long while. But yeah, and you just anything really worth wanting, really worth getting, it just takes an enormous amount of work. Basically, is the only thing. I mean, it's going to take me so long to bulk myself up to a decent size. But I'm not just going to do it by powering on. You know, there's a lot of kind of research and like I said, diversifying my methods that I think is going to be the real. It's going to really be what does it.